Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are celebrating our 1-year vanniversary. Really, it's been a whole year since we sold all our stuff, packed up, and moved into this van for what has been an epic adventure. So we're hanging out on the river. We're gonna cook up some food and have some good drinks. So come celebrate with us as we kind of reflect on this first year and share what we're planning in the year ahead as we continue to figure out what it means to go slow down. I did a ton of research before we left for this adventure, but I still don't know if I 100% knew what to expect. And it has been just an incredible year. We have so many memories. We've been to so many super cool places that I just don't think we would have ever gone to had we not done this. And I think we just see life differently after this year on the road and like what we want out of life. So I guess we'll start off with some of our favorite memories. I guess my favorite place, which has also some of my favorite memories, I just can't stop talking about Baja. When I was building the van, I would watch like all of these other people on YouTube and Instagram, and they were always in Baja, and it looked so incredible. And like the idea of just being able to pull your van up and park on a beach was just like, I don't know, like I was so excited about it, and it was just as good as I expected. The pace of life there, and I don't know, it's really hard to explain unless you've been there. So that is definitely, everyone I meet, I'm like, have you been to Baja? You should go to Baja. We felt very safe the whole time we were there, and it was just incredible.
Reflection, this has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. Honestly, we've been to so many places. It's so hard for me to narrow down what's my favorite. And I think I'm gonna go way back to the UP of Michigan, because that was one of the first times that I felt like we were really in nature, and it felt really peaceful. I think that's when like the peace like finally came over me, and I really understood what going to slow down actually meant. So cheers to the UP. Woo! Cheers
To you. I think we have a lot to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
We have been to, I think, 25 states already. If we count on the map, either 25 or 26. So we've seen half the country,
yeah,
which is pretty cool. It's hard to narrow it down to a favorite because everything's like so special, and every place we go to, we're like, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We need to come back. And so the purpose of this trip was not to be anxious about little things, and was to allow ourselves to just be and explore. So that has brought us to a lot of different cool places.
Yeah.
We came out west, and we've just honestly just wanted to slow down more and not move as much. And so we haven't seen as much, but I think we've seen a deeper version of each of the spots we've gone to, which is what I think we finally kind of started to find our pace and what feels good to us. And that's why it's just going to take us longer to see all the things that we want to see. Van life has certainly been all I wanted it to be and more, but it definitely doesn't come without challenges. I think some of the challenges for me have been decision fatigue. So the reason we've actually been here for 2 weeks are not only because it's beautiful, but because I'm like, well, what if we get to the next place and it's full, and I get like anxiety about deciding where to go next. it's a constant, you're constantly deciding because you go to a new town, so you need to find where you're going to get groceries and where you're going to do your laundry and where you're going to take a shower, and there's nonstop things that you don't have to think about when you're home. But on the flip of that, we have more time to be able to do things like meditate and be in nature and do all the things that control that anxiety in a healthy way. And so I think it all balances itself out. I also think the fact that I did a lot of research before I hit the road, I watched a lot of YouTube, followed a lot of people on Instagram. I was kind of prepared for those challenges in a way. And so because I expected them, they were easier to overcome. Oh, drop that. Oh, some butter. Tinyest Shrimp, brought to you by Forks, Washington.
Bon appetit.
I might have gotten a head start. I feel like it wouldn't be a Vanniversary without an extra over-the-top meal.
Yeah.
And so yesterday we headed into Forks Outfitters. We're in the middle of nowhere right now. It's actually like right by where like Twilight is. It wasn't filmed really here, but it was like based here.
I think there was
parts of it.
yeah, there was one part that I was like, oh, that's where we are.
Yeah. So there's like a tiny little town. It has this one store that has like all the things, groceries, sporting goods, hardware, all the things. It's actually a
footwear.
Store.
Yeah.
A little pricey. But yesterday we were like, we should celebrate our Vanniversary. So we went to the store and got some steaks and some shrimp. Because I feel like that's how we celebrate, steak and shrimp.
Exactly.
We've met people on the road. I think if you watch a couple videos ago, we were talking about wanting to start to build community. Well, within the past month since we put that video, like we've built community. Like we've been hanging out here for like 2 weeks with some friends that we've met. Before this, I was with some other friends at a meetup. And some of them have been on the road for like 6 years, and they still are finding new places.
Yeah.
So I just think it's like one of those things that if you get into it, like you could do it really for as long as you want, and you still find new spots. So as fast as it's gone, I also feel like this is going to sound contradictory, but it's also been slow at the same time. If that makes sense. Like it's a much slower pace of life in the individual spots, but it is. It's like, how did a year pass already? It's so crazy. I literally looked at the calendar. I was like, Rachel, it's almost been a year, and I like snuck up on us. We originally said, oh, by the time I'm 40, we'll do it. And then it just became, we just kept cutting that timeline down because it was just like, why are we waiting? Right. And so people get health issues all the time when they retire, and they say, oh, when I retire, I'll go travel. And then they're either too sick or unhealthy to actually go enjoy it. And like, this is the time where we can enjoy it. Yeah. And it's cool to meet other like-minded people on the road too. Like we're surrounded right now by other people who are like our age and like doing this. And it's really, having that community, even it only been a few weeks, has really like made the experience that much better. Yeah. So I know they say that community makes it, but like I didn't really. I was just like, it's fine. The first year we were just moving so fast, I didn't care that we would talk to people. But now that we like know people, that does actually add to the experience. I think a lot. So yeah, and I think speaking of gratitude, like we're just so grateful for all of y'all. Like we have over 1,200 subscribers now, and we had like taken a pause from posting for a few weeks because we were dealing with some family stuff and having to travel, and we posted again, and like we immediately got flooded with love of people who were like, we missed you, thank you for coming back. And it's just so humbling. We just really appreciate y'all for watching and following along on this adventure. We hope that it's entertaining for you, and then maybe if you're thinking about how you can slow down in your life, you don't have to move into a van to slow down. No, you really don't. Right? Like it's about finding the simple things that give you joy and making sure that you're prioritizing those things. Yeah. That's what we did. Like we did it to an extreme. But like you can do it in simple ways too. You sure can. It's like find what brings you joy. Go do it. Go do it. I love that sermon. Hope that you guys continue to watch our channel, and definitely continue to follow us as we continue to figure out how to go slow down.